Hello, everyone. Thank you for being with us. My name is Majo, and we are here in this space with flavor, accent, and integration. And today we will talk about the Colombians. The Colombians that live in the Midwest. This weekend is a very important weekend for them. They will be both here from what will be the presidential election in their country. But first, let's see our sponsorship that make this possible.
Shelter Insurance, this is Charles.
Afternoon, Charles.
Joshua?
Does Shelter Insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
You know we offer car insurance, son. What's going on?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, we're your shield. We're your shelter.
See Shelter Agent Matt Cathy in St. Joseph today for a free insurance review.
Well, we don't will be review insurance, but we will review elections. And that is something that is important. Thank you to Gustavo Restrepo. He's part of the Colombian Cultural Association, because the Colombians that live abroad, they will be both. Thank you for being with us and telling us and our American friends, like where I say, what means this election for you as a Colombian?
All right. Thank you, Maria Jose, for having me here. And it is my pleasure to tell everyone what is going to happen this coming Sunday. In fact, we have the presidential elections, which we are waiting for this moment for a very long time, because it's crucial for us nowadays when we have this particular situation with our government. Worldwide is pretty well known what is happening in Colombia. So we have the opportunity to take a different way, different venue, and to make the Colombia a country even better after a good election of the president.
And in that process, what we was discussed and what we see even in the news from outside is there is a be very extreme election. It's very polarized. We have two sides extremely different. The proposal that each of these have can be more opposed each other. So how hard is being as a Colombian to be able to navigate the situation when you have a country that start be polarized to the right and to the left with nothing in the middle?
It is very difficult because either you are in the right-hand side or you are in the left-hand side. It's very extreme, like you said. So at this point, the only thing that we can do as a Colombian Cultural Association is just to motivate the people to decide what they want as a future for our country. And nothing else we can do. But and unfortunately, it's a difficult moment because could be extremely to the right or extremely to the left. And we, in both cases, we know what's going to happen with the society, a community that has been working very hard to have a better future. The Colombians that we are living overseas, out of the country, is difficult. It's very hard to see how the country is falling apart because of the bad decision. So now is the time, and now is the time to go to the whatever you consider is the best, but to decide to vote. If you didn't vote before, you need to do that now.
And that is my next, because usually when polarization came more participation. That is also true. People in both sides try to go more to the polls, participate more, and that is a point where always the Colombian Cultural Association play a game, big one in our area. So you are support your community, so they are able to go and be able to express in the polls what is going on, what is their feeling.
Exactly.
So we will be doing this on Sunday. Can you tell us a little bit how is this process. Maybe our American friends, they don't know too much about that, and they don't understand the
Right.
weight the international vote outside the country vote can have in elections inside the other country.
Well, this is starting in Chicago. Chicago is our headquarters for us as Kansanians or Colombians living in Kansas. So they sent a crew to be present here for the elections this coming Sunday, and the place is supposed to be 9100 Ward Parkway in Kansas City, Missouri, which is the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. And we will be there from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Once this time pass, no one else can make the vote because it's only until 4 p.m. flat. And the opportunity to make the vote is bringing a document called La Cédula de Ciudadanía. That was supposed to be registered a while back
And that
until
will be like the ID,
yes, that is
which
the
you
ID,
will.
the Colombian ID, just to make that clear. And that was supposed to be registered in by March the 31st. If you didn't register as a Colombian your cédula on time, now you cannot vote this coming Sunday.
You told me before, because we always do this in English and Spanish, the diaspora of Colombians outside is big, and
It's
that
huge.
that can make a big impact. Depend if the people they is able to vote, participate in the results, they will be affect the country. So, how many do you know that will be vote at least in the Kansas City area?
About 864 people are allowed to vote. That's the people that are already registered in this part of the country.
And after 4 o'clock, when they close, what happened here?
Well, it's going to happen exactly what happened in the states. They're going to start counting the votes, and they will have a number. I'm, I'm assuming maybe by midnight we will have the information what happened with the votes here in Kansas. They will report those votes to Chicago, and then Chicago will report those to Columbia.
And it's my understand that in our area, also in St. Louis, they will be have a place where the Colombians they live in Missouri will be able to go and participate.
Right, right. Yes, people that are registered in Missouri, they have the right to vote in St. Louis, Missouri, same time, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m.
I don't want to leave this out because I know that our American friends they always care about us. What you
Mhm.
want to tell to these Americans they have a Colombian friend, what they can do this weekend for this Colombian friend that you thinking will help on this in the process? Because maybe here in United States in the past 10 years we have very um, emotional elections, but in our countries it's something that is very emotional. It's part of our culture. Elections they are very important. So what do you tell them then? What they can do for the Colombian friend they have for this week?
Well, just to be understanding, just to be um, sensible with the situation, and understand that the empathy at this point is just understanding that we are hoping and waiting for a big change. So if that's the case, just have some grab a coffee and good conversation and just support in the best way possible to very good Colombian friends.
I don't want to live without you explain about that. This is the in the Colombian elections. This maybe is not the end of the story. Maybe we need to vote again in a couple of weeks. Could you explain a
Yes,
little bit that because
yes,
that's
yes,
something that
yes.
happened here, so people maybe is not familiar with that.
Exactly. What happened is in Colombia is very particular. It's pretty likable that we will have, perhaps we're going to have a second round, depending how many votes one or the other candidates going to get. So that would filter the number of the candidates only to two people. So that's when the second round is they're going to be the one that is going to be the decisive time to say here is the president.
Well, a little more about our Colombian friends here. And we appreciate the Colombia Cultural Association for all the volunteer, because this is a volunteer job that
Totally,
they
totally.
do to maintain traditions, to maintain civic engagement, to be able to educate. And for us, is an opportunity to also, like Gustavo was telling me before, help people in our own countries. Both
Exactly.
is the opportunity to help and put a line in what can happen. So thank you so much for being with us, Gustavo. And I hope you have wonderful Sunday and that you don't need to go to bed too late on Sunday.
Of course, and thank you, Majo, and also thank you to the all American people that is being very supportive with the Colombian Cultural Association in every single way and every single event. Have a wonderful evening.
Well, we live with our sponsorship and thank you for being with us.
Of course.
Shelter Insurance, this is Charles.
Afternoon, Charles.
Joshua?
Does shelter insurance cover shiny red cars?
Yeah.
What about purple vans?
Also, yes.
Monster trucks?
You know we offer car insurance, son. What's going on?
From shiny red cars to purple minivans, we're your shield. We're your shelter.
See shelter agent Matt Cathy in St. Joseph today for a free insurance review.